Hey guys, what's up? It's Robbie here, and I'm joined with my twin bro Ryan.
Hey guys, what's happening?
And we are here in LA for EA Play and, of course, E3 2016.
Yes,
and guess
we
what?
are.
We have played Battlefield 1. In
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
we've played it multiple times because we had to
Yes.
stand in the queue multiple times, and it was totally worth the wait,
Yes,
guys. And
it
we're going to give
was.
our impressions about the gameplay, the graphics. We're going to be talking about the map sizes and some of the brand new modes which have been recently confirmed, but we're going to dive first into the gameplay. What did you think?
So first of all, the gameplay, it is classic Battlefield. It is Conquest mode that we played, which I was excited about. I love Conquest mode, and it felt like Battlefield. Right when I went into it, I was like instantly familiar with the mode. The cool thing is when you do spawn in the game, it's actually a 3D map this time. It's not a 2D map.
Insane.
Zooms right down on the checkpoint or the flag that you're trying to spawn on, and then the graphics look incredible. It's just incredible.
Yeah. And one of my biggest complaints for Battlefield 4 was how complicated the menus were and the weapon system. It was quite overwhelming, especially if you were a new user. You had like hundreds of weapons, gazillion attachments. Well, they streamlined this completely. Everything about this game, in my opinion, reminds me of Bad Company 2. The menus, how streamlined everything is. It is so fast-paced.
Yes, it is fast-paced.
For being a World War I game. Compared to Battlefield 1, this is like on turbo, in my opinion. When you're on the ground, it feels so fast-paced. And also, you know, they're also returning to the destruction of Bad Company 2, which is fantastic. You can level entire buildings. And also, there's those behemoths.
Yes, and there's behemoths in the game. And if you're wondering what a behemoth is, in our case, when we played Conquest mode, it was a Zeppelin.
Oh, man.
Which is a massive airship in the sky.
Yeah.
And, of course, the enemy team will have access to this if they're down, or you will eventually if you are down in the round. And you can snipe from this. You can use the guns that are on the behemoth.
Yeah.
And your goal is to take it down if the enemy has the behemoth. And when this thing comes down, guys, it is incredible. The explosion is massive. It can actually take down the buildings that are below it. And, I mean, when I saw it the first time, I gasped. I was like, holy cow, that was awesome. It just gives you that reaction. And it does come down to the graphics as well. The graphics, of course, are powered by Frostbite.
Yeah.
It looks insane. And the cool thing is, I do have to mention, there's dynamic day. Not a day-night cycle, but there's dynamic weather in the game.
Yeah.
So one moment it'll be clear and sunny. The next moment it will be foggy. It can even rain. And this is all dynamic. So, for instance, if you go into a match, it may be sunny one moment, and then the next moment it is completely foggy or raining, and that really adds this dynamic element and affects the gameplay because you have to really focus on, you know, trying to find your enemy in the fog. It's very difficult.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. And, you know, this game for me screams fun more than anything else.
Yes, it was fun. It was
Battlefield
fun.
4, because Battlefield 4 is more like a simulation feel to it, I would describe, where it's very big and very serious. This is like you could get in there, hip fire a lot. I've hip fired so many times, and you could do that with the SMG, assault rifles, and pull off some amazing kill streaks in this game. So it's like extremely fast paced. You could bust through doors with your shoulder.
And
you
just run right through it.
Yeah, I love that. You don't have to press any keys. You just sprint through. You bust down the door, and then you just mow down anyone in the facility. It is so badass. Now, also, the official Battlefield website went over some of the game modes, and one really does stick out. Now, there are 3 that have been confirmed. There's Conquest, which is your big open game mode, which we just spoke about before. You got vehicles, tanks, behemoths, aircraft, dogfighting going on, all sorts of stuff. Then there's Domination, which is going to be a smaller squad-based type infantry mode, and that's going to be your CQC shotgun hatchet warfare. And then you've got Operations. Now this mode really piques our interest because it is being described as something where the defender can fall back from the map that they are on onto a new map.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
And I have no idea how this exactly is going to work. Will it load up a brand new map? Will it be seamless?
I'm very curious about it.
I'm so damn curious about that mode because I think that may be one of their stellar modes in Battlefield 1 once it's fully revealed. But man, we had a ton of fun playing Battlefield 1. And we will be supplying constant coverage of Battlefield 1 right here on Open World Games. You better believe it. It is such a fantastic experience. It will be, in my opinion, the game of the year.
Yeah, so
That's my prediction.
for me, in terms of the new games that are coming out, this one is the #1 game on my list. Like, after I played it, I was in shock at how good it looked, at how well it played. One thing that I was really concerned about this game, being in World War I, is that the weapons would feel incredibly slow and inaccurate. And I played as the assault class, and the weapon that I had was a machine-type gun weapon.
Yeah.
It was very accurate.
Yeah.
And I know that's not... It doesn't seem completely historically accurate. That doesn't,
of course not. So fast.
It adds fun to the game. It makes it more enjoyable. You don't want to play a game that's ridiculously hard, where every bullet is not hitting the mark.
30 seconds to reload your
And I have to mention
gun.
one other thing: the airplanes. I played with the airplanes. That is awesome.
Yeah,
like when you are playing with the airplanes, there are 3 selections. I believe it's the bomber,
fighter,
the assault plane, I believe it's called, then the fighter.
Okay.
I recommend going with the fighter.
Yeah.
And if you are on the team that is going up against the behemoth, and you're in an airplane going up against the behemoth, it is a sight to behold. Trust me. When you see it, it's very intimidating, and do not underestimate going up against that huge airship in the sky.
Right, and we will have more gameplay from Battlefield 1, so stay tuned, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys, for watching. We will see you soon enough on the battlefield. Over and out.
See you guys next time.